2020, Europe Environmental Agency warned us. Water resources are deeply impacted by climate change. Increases in temperature, shifts in precipitation, patterns as snow cover, frequency growth of flooding and drought are all climate change evidences related to water resources. Higher temperatures will generally intensify the global hydrological cycle, provoking damages to infrastructures, increase in water needs, flooding, and higher risks for aquatic species. Annual precipitation trends in Europe indicate that Northern Europe has become 10 to 40% wetter over the last century, whereas Southern Europe has become up to 20% drier. Over the last century, annual river discharge has increased in some regions such as Eastern Europe, while it has fallen in others such as Southern Europe. And we come to cities. Cities are responsible agents for global hydrogeological cycle alterations, and therefore are responsible for climate change that are now threatening them. Climate change provoke increases in temperature and precipitations, both worsening impact on water resource, which induces increase of water needs and of water runoff, making larger and larger the unsustainability of urban water uses. Climate change has a direct impact on our water resources in terms of increasing hazards and risks presented, as well as availability of water as an essential resource for life. The awareness is growing, and cities are committing towards sustainable urban water conditions. Cities have to interrupt, break, open this wicked cycle and guarantee more sustainable urban water cycle. The question is, how? Let's see what we have learned throughout the past. Before urban settlements started growing, the water cycle was practically untouched. Slowly, a slow transition started from water supply to water-sensitive city. The water supply cities, early 19th century, were those that, thanks to water abduction systems, were supplying safe and secure water for a growing urban population. In late 19th century, we observed the seaward city. This city considers that the people were becoming ill through pathogen infection of water supplies from wastes, sewage and industrial effluent. So it has sewerage systems to dispose waste effluent outside of cities to receiving water bodies. In the early 20th century, we got drained cities. Following the rapid urban growth and the associated growth of impervious surfaces, started experiencing floods caused by rain and storm water. To solve the problem, cities created infrastructures to enable the rapid and efficient conveyance of storm water out of cities to receiving water bodies. Water started abandoning the urban landscape and becoming mainly a problematic entity. The conventional urban water cycle witnesses reduced evapotranspiration and reduced infiltration. From now on, a change in the collective awareness started. Waterways cities appeared late in the 20th century. Communities started raising concerns about the state of local waterways, which were becoming increasingly degraded with visible pollution. Water began to be also intended as important visual and recreational feature for communities, and measures were taken to reduce pollutant inputs into waterways by introducing wastewater treatment plants and industrial processes. The water cycle city is a recent response to the recognition of the current limits to traditional water sources for supplying ever-growing populations and urban development, as well as the limits to waterways being able to assimilate pollution. That's the issue of carrying capacity. Such a city bridges environmental protection with the other water-related functions. Water-sensitive cities do not yet exist. It is rather a vision, a desired picture of the future. It is a city that looks at every form of water as an opportunity and at diverse scales, conceives a built environment as a supplementing and supporting the function of natural environment, host citizens, stakeholders and policy makers whose behaviors, actions and decisions are aware of the transitional value of water, means they are sensitive to water. Water-wise city. The water-sensitive city does not yet exist, and we are already thinking of an advanced transition. What can we do for the water-sensitive transitions? We can implement mitigation or adaptation actions. Mitigation means making the impacts on climate and on water resources less severe by preventing or reducing unsustainable uses of water. For example, differentiating uses per different water qualities, implementing dry agricultural solutions. Adaptation means anticipating the adverse effects of water resource scarcity, quality and quantity, and of water-related climate change, and taking appropriate actions to prevent or minimize the damage this can cause. For example, creating infrastructure for water treatments, water recycle, or storm water management infrastructures. In a sense, we need to widen the awareness that water from the sky, from the ground, and even wastewater is a fundamental resource for life and cities, and at the same time look at water as a threat, sure, but also as an opportunity for urban resilience. Water can be the regenerative resource of the city through new public spaces activated by this resource. By combining the built environment and nature to face climate change impacts, for example, flooding and water scarcity, the urban is today more than ever a subject of debate and deep cultural and architectural reflection. The development of ecological and human-oriented cities is an urgent issue. Cities today must know how to combine the artificial with the natural urban. This explains the crucial importance of and the large effort on nature-based solutions that are solutions imitating mechanisms and functions of nature. There is an urgent need to change the way we plan and construct cities in the changing climate, focusing on water and with water, generating adaptation and mitigation interventions and transformations. Working with nature-based solutions could be one way toward water-sensitive cities and urban resilience.